Your body wasn't designed to be fed constantly. For millions of years, humans survived on irregular eating patterns, long stretches of hunger punctuated by feasts when food was available. But today, most people eat the moment they sense the slightest rumble in their stomach. Breakfast at 7, snack at 10, lunch at noon, another snack at 3, dinner at 6, maybe something sweet before bed. Your digestive system never stops working, your insulin never gets a break, and the cellular cleanup crew never gets called in because the factory is always running at full capacity. What if you compressed all your eating into just one meal? What if you gave your body 23 hours of rest between feeds? This isn't starvation. This is a biological reset, and the changes that happen hour by hour are nothing short of extraordinary. Let's walk through the entire timeline so you understand exactly what your body's doing when you stop interrupting it. Hour 0, the meal is over. You've just finished. Eating. Your stomach is stretched, full of food that needs to be broken down. Proteins are being cleaved into amino acids. Fats are being emulsified by bile. Carbohydrates are being split into simple sugars. This is the digestion phase. Nothing special yet. Your blood is flooded with glucose. In response, your pancreas dumps insulin into your bloodstream. Insulin's job is simple. It unlocks your cells so glucose can enter and be used for energy. But here's the critical part. As long as insulin is elevated, fat burning is biologically impossible. Insulin acts like a one-way gate. Energy flows in, but it cannot flow out. Your fat cells are locked down tight. You are in storage mode, not burning mode. Hour 2, digestion is still happening. Insulin is still high. Your liver is busy converting excess glucose into glycogen, a stored form of sugar that gets packed into your liver and muscles. Think of glycogen like a small emergency fund. It's quick cash, but there's only so much room. Once your glycogen tanks are full, any leftover glucose gets converted into fat. This is why eating constantly, even healthy food, can lead to fat gain. Your body never gets the chance to dip into reserves because new energy keeps flooding in. Hour 4. Blood sugar starts to normalize. Insulin is beginning to drop, but it's still present. You feel fine. You're not hungry yet. Your system is still riding the wave of energy from the meal. There's no crisis. No panic, just steady fuel being distributed to your cells. Most people live in this state constantly because they eat again before this phase ends. They never let insulin fall low enough to unlock the next gear. Hour 6. This is where the psychological battle begins. Your blood sugar has dropped back to baseline. The glucose rush is over. Your brain sends a signal. Ghrelin, the hunger hormone, starts to rise. You feel a slight growl in your stomach, maybe a little irritability, a little distraction. This is not starvation. This is habit. Your body is conditioned to expect food at regular intervals. It's like a dog that's been fed at the same time every day. Even if the dog has plenty of stored energy, it will whine when the clock hits mealtime. If you eat now, you reset the clock and nothing changes. But if you wait, something extraordinary starts to happen. Hour 8, insulin has dropped significantly. Your liver notices that no new food is coming in, so it starts breaking down glycogen, that emergency fund we talked about earlier. It converts stored sugar back into glucose and releases it into your bloodstream. This keeps your blood sugar stable. You're not collapsing, you're not dying, you're just using the reserves you stored earlier. This is normal. This is what those reserves are for. Your brain has all the glucose it needs, your muscles have all the energy they need. You just had to stop interrupting the process. Hour 10, glycogen stores are getting lower. Your body is starting to prepare for the next phase. You might feel a slight energy dip, especially if you're not adapted to fasting. This is your body realizing it needs to switch fuel sources. It's like a hybrid car, deciding whether to run on the battery or switch to the engine. There's a brief moment of hesitation. But if you've done this before, the transition is smooth. If this is your first time, you might feel a little foggy. That fog is temporary. It's your metabolism learning to shift gears. Hour 12. This is the checkpoint. Your glycogen is nearly depleted. Insulin is at its lowest point since you ate. And here's where the magic starts. An enzyme called hormone-sensitive lipase activates. This enzyme is the key that unlocks your fat cells. For the first time in possibly days, your body begins pulling energy directly from your adipose tissue. You are now burning your own body fat as fuel. Not because you're starving, because insulin finally got out of the way and allowed it to happen. This is the state most people never reach because they eat before hour 12. Hour 14. The fuel switch is complete. Your liver is now converting fatty acids into ketones. Ketones are a backup fuel source for your brain. Your brain cannot use fat directly, but it can run beautifully on ketones. And here's the interesting part. Ketones are a cleaner fuel than glucose. Glucose creates metabolic byproducts, oxidative stress, cellular wear, and tear. Ketones burn efficiently with minimal waste. Around this time, most people notice something strange. The hunger disappears. Not because you're ignoring it, but because it's genuinely gone. When your energy supply is stable, coming from a massive reservoir of stored fat, your body stops panicking. There's no blood sugar roller coaster, no crashes, no cravings, just smooth, steady energy. Hour 16. Your focus sharpens, brain fog lifts. You might feel more alert than you did after breakfast on a normal day. This makes perfect evolutionary sense. A hungry animal that became sluggish and dumb would never catch its next meal. It would die. Hunger had to make us sharper, faster, more focused. That's exactly what's happening now. Your brain is running on premium fuel. Your body is tapping into tens of thousands of calories of stored energy. You are not weak. You are optimized. Hour 18. Now we enter the repair zone. This is where fasting becomes more than just weight loss. This is where the real magic happens. Your cells have been running nonstop for weeks, months, maybe years, breaking down nutrients, building proteins, repairing damage, but they've never had a chance to clean house. When you eat constantly, your cells are too busy processing new material to deal with the old junk piling up in the corners. But now, after 18 hours without food, your body activates a process called autophagy. The term literally means self-eating. Your cells start scanning for damaged components, misfolded proteins, broken mitochondria, viral fragments, cellular debris. They wrap these damaged parts in a membrane, dissolve them, and recycle the raw materials in new functional building blocks. This is deep cellular maintenance. It's like finally getting around to cleaning out the garage. You find tools you forgot you had, you throw out the broken stuff, you reorganize everything so it actually works. Autophagy has been linked to longevity, disease prevention, and even cancer resistance. It's one of the most powerful anti-aging mechanisms we have, and it only turns on when you stop eating long enough to let it happen. Hour 20. Growth hormone begins to surge. Studies show that fasting can increase human growth hormone levels by over 1,000%. This is not a typo. Growth hormone is a muscle-preserving, fat-burning signal. It tells your body to protect lean tissue and preferentially burn fat for energy. This is why the myth that fasting burns muscle is completely backwards. Your body is far too smart to burn its own machinery when it has a warehouse full of stored fuel. It burns fat first. It protects muscle, and growth hormone is the signal that makes that happen. This combination, low insulin and high growth hormone, is almost impossible to achieve outside of fasting. It creates a unique metabolic state where you strip fat while preserving strength. Hour 22. You're deep in the fast now. Ketones are elevated, autophagy is active, growth hormone is peaking, insulin sensitivity is through the roof. Your cells are like dry sponges, ready to absorb nutrients efficiently whenever you choose to eat again. Inflammation in your gut lining has had time to settle. The constant bombardment of food has stopped, giving your intestinal cells a chance to repair. Even your gut bacteria have shifted. The sugar-loving strains that thrive on constant feeding have been starved back. The resilient, beneficial strains remain. Your microbiome is rebalancing itself. You are not deteriorating. You are rebuilding. Hour 23. It's almost time to eat. Your body is primed, your metabolism is flexible, your digestive system is rested, and now comes the critical part. What you eat matters more than ever. Because your body is so absorbent right now, because your cells are so ready to take in nutrients, you cannot waste this meal on junk. If you break a 23-hour fast with processed carbs and sugar, you will trigger a massive insulin spike. You'll feel bloated, tired, and uncomfortable. You'll undo a lot of the metabolic progress you just made. Instead, you need to think like a builder. Start with protein. Your body has been recycling old proteins during autophagy. Now it needs new amino acids to rebuild. Steak, eggs, fish, chicken. High quality, complete proteins. This is where muscle repair happens. Next, Add healthy fats, butter, olive oil, avocados, nuts. Since you're already in fat-burning mode, eating fat keeps that metabolic machinery running. It keeps insulin moderate. It keeps you satiated. Finally, load up on vegetables, leafy greens, cruciferous vegetables, fermented foods. These provide the vitamins, minerals, and fiber your body needs to function optimally. When you eat this way, something interesting happens. You get full faster than you expect. Your hunger signals are finally working properly. Leptin, the hormone that tells you you're satisfied, is no longer being drowned out by constant insulin spikes. You stop when you're nourished, not just when you're stuffed. The adaptation phase. Now, let's be honest. If you currently eat 3 meals a day plus snacks, jumping straight to 1 meal a day will feel brutal. Your body hasn't built the metabolic machinery to burn fat efficiently yet. It's like asking someone who's never run to sprint a marathon tomorrow. You need time to adapt. For the first few days, you might feel tired, irritable, or headachy. This isn't because fasting is harmful. It's because your body is going through withdrawal. You're dumping water and electrolytes as insulin drops. The fix is simple. Add salt. A pinch of sea salt in your water during the fasting window can stop the headaches almost immediately. Don't rush the process. Start by pushing breakfast back a few hours, then skip it entirely. Then push lunch back. Ease into it over a week or two. Let your body learn to switch fuel sources smoothly. Who should not do this? Fasting is a stressor. For most healthy adults, it's a beneficial stressor. But if you're already dealing with chronic stress, poor sleep, thyroid dysfunction, or hormonal imbalances, adding more stress can backfire. Pregnant or nursing women should not fast. People with a history of eating disorders should not fast. Anyone on medication for diabetes or blood pressure needs to consult a doctor before attempting this because fasting will change how those medications work. This is a tool, not a religion. Use it intelligently. The bigger picture, we live in a culture that treats hunger like an emergency. We've been told that skipping meals will slow our metabolism, burn our muscle, and make us sick. But that's not how biology works. Hunger is not an emergency. It's a signal. And it's a signal you can control. When you compress your eating into 1 meal a day, you're not depriving yourself. You're giving your body time to do what it was designed to do. Burn fat, repair cells, regulate hormones, clear out waste. You're breaking free from the blood sugar roller coaster that controls most people's lives. You're no longer a slave to constant feeding. You regain control. You regain clarity. You regain time. This isn't just about losing weight, it's about reclaiming your biology. If you decide to try this, pay attention to how you feel hour by hour. Notice when the hunger fades. Notice when your focus sharpens. Notice how your body adapts. And let me know in the comments, did you hit the wall at hour 10 or did you feel electric by hour 16? I want to hear your experience.